Humm, baby, let's do it again.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And Donovan Solano, unfortunately for him, did not win his arbitration case. And this is a very rare situation. The Giants normally don't have to go to arbitration with players. It's been a long time. But Donovan Solano, an ideal case after, he has just been tearing it up at the plate. He's got a batting average of 320, 330 the past couple seasons. He hit that way in the minor leagues for a couple years, and he's doing it in the big leagues, and he's having key hits, game-winning hits, key home runs from time to time, and not that he's hitting a ton of home runs, but he has had some big ones. And Donovan Solano has just been huge. Donnie Barrels is one of the most important pieces of this team, and obviously he's going to want to get compensated for the way he's been playing. When you have a batting average of 320, 330, yeah, you're going to want to get paid. And Donovan Solano, popular with coaches, popular with teammates. Donnie Barrels, respected for his journey, having turned himself into a starter in his 30s after 3 years away from the big leagues. And he just hit 326, coming up with an endless supply of hits, huge hits, and become the first person since Jeff Kent to win the Silver Slugger, the first second baseman since Jeff Kent to win the Silver Slugger. But baseball is a business, as we know, and yeah, I mean, absolutely, I understand that. I'm not trying to come after the Giants, not coming after Solano. I'm not trying to come after anyone. I know this is a business. Business is business. I would have really thought it would be cool if the Giants would have just paid him the $3.9 million he was asking for. Instead, it's going to be $3.25 million that the Giants offered, and it's just a shame. It doesn't seem. I mean, I know business is business. The Giants are going to look after pretty much every penny. And when you talk about $650,000, you might think it's not that much money for the Giants, but it's still $650,000. So obviously the Giants are going to do what they have to do. I'm kind of shocked that he lost. I thought Solano would have an easy win here. I'm sure that he had to pay, to get all this done and to fight his case. So I'm pretty disappointed in it. Solano says, though, that he is not bitter. He's moving on, which is good. But definitely a shame that, you feel bad about these arbitration cases because that, the Giants got their guys going in there trying to say, nah, this guy's terrible defensively, made all these bad errors, and going in there just talking about how terrible he is to try to win their case. That's just how it goes in arbitration from what I've heard and from what I've read. It sounds pretty miserable. Actually, you might get some insight on that from Jeremy Affeld's book. Jeremy Affeld wrote a book, and he went into detail on his experience in arbitration with the Royals, and it sounds pretty bad. Something I wouldn't want to be involved in. And on the one hand, you might be like, dude, $3.25 million, I'll take it, let's play. But at the same time, dude, this guy. If you go over to the National League batting average leaders, you could say, guess who's only 4 guys had a higher batting average than I did in 2020. And they were Trey Turner, Marcell Ozuna, Freddie Freeman, and Juan Soto. That's the company I'm in here. As far as batting average goes, I understand what people are going to say. Oh, dude, he doesn't have the defense. He doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the star power, blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is, this is what he does. He gets on base. He gets base hits, and he hits line drives all over the place. And, if it was just a one-time thing, okay. If it was just a, 2020, a shortened season, I could easily see him losing the case. And they could say, look, man, this is a shortened season. This is a weird season. We got Christian Yelich hitting almost 200. This is a weird season. We are not going to pay a bunch of money for that. But big issue, last season, and even more at-bats, 215 at-bats. He hit 330. Oh, more. Maybe he had a couple of weird examples. Okay, AAA San Francisco hits 322. AAA Oklahoma City, he hits 327. 322 in Sacramento and 327 in Oklahoma City with the Dodgers organization. 327, 322, 330, 326. The dude the sample size is more than big enough. The dude rakes. So I'm surprised that he lost his case. I really am. We were fighting for different things, he said. I'm fighting for one thing. They're fighting for another. The outcome doesn't have any reflection on how I feel for the team, and the team feels for me. I kind of believe that. He knows this is business. Business is business. And he's going to get out there and play ball. Arbitration is an ugly process for players, absolutely. Their employee is trying to point out everything they did wrong. There you go. And every reason they should not get the additional money, $650,000 in Solano's case. Teams get remarkably detailed with their presentations, but manager Gabe Kapler isn't worried about Solano, saying he's as mentally tough as they. Well, you got to be mentally tough when, everyone gangs up on you to tell you how terrible you are. That is rough. Solano thus far has played just a half season and a shortened season. None of that is his fault. And whenever he's been out there, he has crushed the ball. He is hitting 320, 330, winning a Silver Slugger. I think maybe if his defense was better, because he did make some bad errors, I think that would have helped his case a lot. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he's still getting paid $3.25 million, okay, instead of $3.9 million. So I understand that's not like, you know, the end of the world, but definitely would have loved for Donovan to have won this case. I know it's better for the Giants financially, but I feel like he deserved a $3.9 million. Definitely deserves that. When you got guys, you know, the guys who are hitting around the same batting average as him, they're getting paid tens of millions. So, you know, $3.9 million. I wish the Giants would have just said sure, but you know, it is a business. So anyway, let me know what y'all think of this whole process of Donovvan Solano. Do you think I am too high on him? Is he overrated? I mean, it's just a high batting average. I know batting average isn't everything, especially when you're gonna make some errors. You're not gonna hit a bunch of home runs. Maybe you're not gonna walk so much. So I can get all that. You know, guys like Yastrzemski probably are, I mean, definitely going to be more valuable, even though he might have a lower average. He's going to get on base more with the walk. He's going to hit more home runs. He's going to play better defense. I get all that. But Donnie, I'm just a huge fan. I love the way that he just crushes everything, you know, not as far as distance, but just as far as hitting line drives and just barreling up everything. It is super impressive. So I'm a huge fan of Donovan Solano, and I think he should be in there pretty much every day, but that's just me. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you very soon. Look for more Giants talk. Look for more team previews, and look for in the regular season. We're going to be doing pretty much post games every single game. So I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.